Hi, welcome. This is Dan at 3 Acre Homestead. We're out in the garden because I wanted to show you what the toothache plant looks like growing. And that's a little bit of what we're going to talk about today. So I went ahead and harvested quite a few things. Basket full of squash. Oh, one's coming out. Oops, sorry. Squash and tomatoes down in there. Now the toothache plant, sorry, I'm taking y'all everywhere, is this plant right here. It has the red and the yellow. It's in the daisy family. Ooh, where are you? So it grows in the tropics. So I started this one by seed. But what it's good for is exactly that, toothaches. So I have some in the freeze dryer, and I'm gonna take you along, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with it. So I'll see you in a minute. We gotta go inside. Okay, so we're in the house now. This is our squash haul. I just washed them off, rinsed them off, and my daughter took 2. And our tomato haul. So I put these on the windowsill here, and if they need to ripen a little bit, but they're gonna dry out. Then I put those tomatoes in the freezer. And what that does is when they thaw out, the peels come off very fast, lickety split. So that's what's happening with those. And those were all looked really, really good. The Romans are coming in, so, oops, one just fell. So all I'll do, and when I do put them in the freezer though, I learned that you go ahead and core them. And if there's any bad spot, go ahead and cut that out too. Okay, got the stuff up from the freeze dryer. Let me go turn that light off. That looks like that's annoying. Those nice bright lights, I love them. Kiss, go move. Thank you. Okay, so this is what our powdered milk looks like. It's just real crunchy, and how you use this is, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Say 1 cup of this powder and 1 cup of water. Takes a minute to reconstitute really well though, if like for drinking or eating in cereal, so you do need to plan ahead so you don't have flaky, you don't want flaky milk for just to drink or put in your cereal. So all this bright light and the time of day, I think it's washing me out a little bit. Let's see if that doesn't help. So I use these things. Got them off Amazon. This is some milk I freeze dried a while ago. It's still nice and powdery. So the grandkids were here, and we buy a gallon because I know I can do this with it, and they drank a half a gallon during the day that they were here. There were 3 of them though. They love their chocolate milk. In fact, I think they'd rather drink that than eat. So there's the milk. And you do not want to let any of this touch the water. Any water anywhere. So that's that for the milk. A tray fits about a half gallon of milk. And that was perfect. Well, I think I actually had exactly 1 cup left, and I just drank it because I like milk. Okay, there's that. Oh, this thing I ordered off of Amazon as well. And it just makes it a lot easier to funnel these things. Now this is rice. I cooked it per directions, and then I freeze dried it. Why did I do that? Because I want instant rice. I was eating some lemon and chicken and supposed to have rice. Well, I didn't have any rice made, so I just ate it anyway, but I thought, why don't I freeze dry some, and then whenever I want that soup, because I have the base with the chicken and the lemon flavoring and all of that, I can just pull this out, throw it in there, and now I've got the full complete meal. And that, I made that a while ago. Whoop, sorry about the noise. I'm gonna crush that down a little bit. It won't hurt it. I don't use oxygen absorbers when I do this because I don't find that I need it. I use it up before it gets bad. Now my daughter did find some strawberries that were going soft, So all I did was eat those with my breakfast. That'll be quite a bit of these smallmouth jars. This thing don't fit in there. So what I do with that is just hold it on there. I like rice and tomato soup too. Put a few little chives in there, or green onion. Maybe some mushrooms if you like mushrooms. You know how much I do here. I've never freeze-dried rice before, but I can't imagine it's not going to work. This is an arborio Italian rice that I had. It was pretty sticky too. I don't know. I do a 1-to-1 with the rice and water mixture. For some reason it comes out sticky. I do it in the Instapot on the rice feature. So if you guys know why I have that problem, let me know. So now, rice. Okay, I brought this out. This is the basil, and I'm just gonna, Genovese basil, crush it up. I went ahead and destemmed it. I think I did a video a while back. I said I didn't bother with taking the stems out, because I didn't. Then you run into little stems in your food, and I'm pretty certain I said I don't mind them too much, but I just think it's nicer. So I just went ahead and destemmed them. Now I brought this out of the cabinet because this is what I've harvested so far in basil, this and this. So I think I'm about to ruin a Christmas surprise, but I think some daughters are gonna get some fresh homemade freeze-dried basil as a, oh gosh, it smells so good, as a Christmas present. Super quick fill funnel for oil. I repurpose, dedicate it to, clean it up, dedicate it to the kitchen. Oh, that made a lot of quick work out of that. So there's that basil. Our oregano, I think I wrote 720. Oh yeah, I did do this in July. So that's how much of that I have. Again, repurposing jars. I just crush it till I get it nice and not a powder. Oh, I did take all this food off of the trays so that they don't condensate. I had the there's a feature called warm trays, which is warm them up so they don't condensate when you bring them out of the freeze dryer. But what happened, I'm running out of time. So I just put on gloves, bring them up here and throw them in these plastic bowls real quick. And that way they don't condensate, they don't have time. This is parsley I grew. So again, I'm gonna crunch this up a little bit. This is the first of my parsley. When there's crumbs in there, I don't care. I usually mix it all up anyway. Label this parsley 8/2024. This is an old deal jar. Now, back to the toothache plant. And let me show you, I didn't have room in my freeze dryer for this bunch of toothache plant. So if you put this in your mouth, it numbs it. If you're allergic to the daisy family, don't use it, because it is a daisy, a type of daisy. So it's wilted. I was hoping putting it in water would be like a flower and hope it stayed pretty, but it didn't. What I'm going to do, as soon as the freeze dryer is defrosted, I'm going to freeze dry the rest of this, and then we have this, and freeze dry that squash. I sent home a whole bunch of squash with my daughter today. You can use, because I already have some in the freezer, and those plants, as you can see, are still producing. The bigger ones I throw to the chickens because it's a very good natural dewormer for them, and they love it. It's extra vitamins, and it's just good for them. So the plant, on the toothache plant, I read that all parts of it are usable. The roots, the leaves, the flowers. So since I started it from seed, and it will die in the winter, I'll see about taking those roots and seeing what I can do with them. So now I've crushed this up pretty good, and I think how I'm going to use this is like you can make a poultice. You can make a concoction. It has some other benefits too, but I don't remember them right now. I have to look it up. A little bit goes a long way too. Whenever I tried it myself with a piece of leaf, it feels weird. I got my daughter to try it and she's like, Mom, what'd you do to me? Because it feels weird. But I always try this stuff out on myself first before I throw it on my family or friends. I don't want to hurt anybody. I'll be the lab rat, I guess. I think somebody even said putting it on salad, but I'm like, I don't know that I want to be eating salad and then my mouth get numb and weird feeling. I made quite a bit. My granddaughter, she did get a toothache not too long ago, so when I showed it to her mom, she goes, I have a toothache. So I gave her a piece. She didn't complain. She's a tough little girl. And a whole jar, I'll label this toothache. And that's what we got out of the freeze dryer today, and what you can do with what toothache plant is and what you can do with it. So I want to thank you for coming along with me today. I hope you enjoyed the content. If there's anything else you'd like to see or any tips and tricks, please comment down below. And I do appreciate you being here. Please like, subscribe, push notifications, and I will see you next time. Bye.